What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Let's make sure everything is muted. Should be good. Yep, everything sounds good. Alright, how's everybody doing? Yeah, watching a few this morning. Watching TEUM, AMD, NIO, VRA, CARA. You can look at the charts here. We got some movement for some of these. TEUM looks interesting. Gonna keep an eye on that one. NIO, a few people mentioning that one. So NIO has a class action lawsuit on it. What's up, Jay? What's up, Pat? Yeah, I don't know if I'll stick around for the first 10 minutes or so. I'll probably be off and on until about 8:50 or so. ACB looks interesting as well. Look at ACB go. Cannabis stock. ACB is gapping up nicely here. I'll keep an eye on this one as well. TEUM. CARA. Yeah, oh, for sure, Pat. I just now saw that. Yeah, for sure. ACB looks interesting. It's weird, though. Like, the other cannabis stocks are not really showing that too much. Cron's up. CGC is up. But they're not up nearly as much. So ACB seems like the alpha one. And the other ones are just up off of sympathy, it seems. But who knows? I'll look this up in a minute. What's up, Cooper? Volume seems low. Yeah, that might help. Yeah, let me know if that's better. AMD looking alright as well today. Let's see what else pops up on the scanners. Yeah, it seems like the penny stocks may have slowed down a little bit. What did BPTH end up doing today? Yeah, BPTH back down to the 30s. It's still up above the profit target that it was at yesterday, though. NBEV up a little bit as well. Yeah, PDD. Let me look at that one. PDD, big gap down. Yeah, let's look it up. What's up, Bill? What's up, man? ACB coming down fast. Yeah, I mean, it's down at 866. The big level here is this previous high right around 860s. You know, 860, 865. See if that previous high turns into support now for ACB. It's at 867. It's a nice gap up, nice volume here, but we'll see if it actually holds. What's up, Bill? John, do you know if I can place a limit short in TradeNet? I tried, but it seems to fill up market. You should be able to. Here, once I get TEFs up, I'll look and see. Let's see what's going on with ACB and these. Let me look these up. TEUM as well. Oh yeah, somebody posted ACB. So ACB, Nelson Peltz has been named strategic advisor to ACB's board in a bid to help the Canadian cannabis producer with global expansion. Mr. Peltz is the co-founder and chief exec of Trian Fund Management LP, and they're going to work with the company to find ways to get Aurus production into various segments. They, like somebody else put here, they gave him the option to buy 19.9 million common shares at 10.34 Canadian, which is 7.74 piece. Hey, bud, I'm working right now. I can't help you. Okay. Here, that's too loud to be in here. Okay, you got to go in the living room and play that. I know it's too loud in here, bud. You gotta go in the living room to play that. Buddy. Here, you gotta go in the living room.
This is hard.
I know it's hard, buddy. But listen. No. Hey. Listen to me, bud. Hey. I can't help you with that right now. Okay? You and I will play Sonic. No, listen. Hey. You and I will play Sonic once I'm done with work. If you bug me while I'm working, then I'm not going to do it with you. You need to go in the living room, okay? Thank you. Sorry, my son's trying to get me to beat a level on Sonic for him. So he's yelling, upset. Alright, my son is throwing a fit in the living room. I'll be right back, guys. What's up, Mitch? You here, brother? Okay, yeah, you're here. Alright, hold on one second, man. I'll get you in here, Mitch. What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Hey, what's up, Mitch? Hold on, bro. There you go. All right, Mitch, we got you in here, brother. Yeah. All right, guys. Sorry, yeah, my son is obsessed with Sonic, and so he wants me to help him beat a level in Sonic, but I just don't have time right now. I told him he's gonna have to wait. All right, so yeah, ACB, one of my main watches, it did end up bouncing. Look at ACB here, guys. It did end up bouncing off of that previous high right here. ACB on the bottom chart, you can see gapping up from 790s to 880s, almost $1 here. Looks interesting. We'll see where this one can go. Pram, if it's is anybody else is can everybody else hear me okay? Can everybody else hear me? What's up, Shiz? Any news on TNXP? Let's look. No, I mean TNXP gapping down is probably just because it had this ridiculous gap up the last few days. You know, a few days ago it had a huge unnecessary gap up for TNXP. Let me see. No, I'm not seeing anything for it. I'm looking. I don't really see anything here. Let me see. All right, good. Jay said, "Yo, the talk about paper trading really made sense yesterday. I needed that. Thanks, guys. Yeah, man, it's something we always talk about. Is that um, paper trading can really fool you into a complacent, you know, type of mindset, which may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing, and maybe it gives you confidence. But ultimately, what you want to understand is that real money is going to be so different because think about it like this: it's just the pressure, right? Like I remember I paper traded for months before I started trading real money, and when I finally started to trade real money, it was almost like it was, of course, it was like really exciting, but it was also super nerve wracking, and it was really hard to actually like get the trade in and do the trade. I would just hesitate too much, and that's one of the biggest things with trading. And then when you actually are in the trade with real money, it's tough to get out when it goes against you. If it hits your risk level, it's hard to say, okay, it's time to get out. A lot of times you just want to say, well, let's let it work another 10 cents and let's see if it goes up. Let's see if it comes my way. We'll let it go up another 10 cents against me. And then you just that kind of snowballs to get worse and worse and worse. And so there's a lot of different emotions that come with real money. And paper trading just doesn't reflect that in the true way. And so, paper trading definitely has its uses. I'm not hating on paper trading. I think paper trading is important, specifically for testing your strategies. You can test your strategies. You can work on building a plan in that strategies, but you still have to understand that your emotions are going to be completely different with real money. All right, but yeah, ACB up. ACB looks interesting. AMD, yeah, I couldn't see anything for TNXP. It's probably, I mean, I don't know why it gapped originally in the last, on the 7th, last Friday. I don't know why it gapped up that day anyway, but it's probably just filling the gap some. Like, this is honestly what happens a lot of the time with these big crazy gaps, right? Like, if you look at TNXP here, this is usually what happens with them. They go crazy, they gap up, this one gapped up from $2 all the way to 420. Eventually went up to right around 420. Never really broke 420, and then just kind of slowly faded back down to 280. You know, this is usually what happens with a lot of these. You know, of course you have the outliers like BPTH that kind of go crazy parabolic, but you know, for most big parabolic movers and most big percentage gainers, specifically penny stocks, a lot of times they just kind of quietly fade back down. Everybody kind of forgets about them. AMD gapping up some. So yeah, so far for, you know, I'm not seeing too many penny stocks. We got a few here. PAVM. We could look up the news for PAVM. Man, Webull changed their platform. I don't know how to look up news on Webull now. It's different. It's weird now. Yeah, I don't know what Webull did. They changed. I used to look up news on Webull. Now it's kind of tough to do it. I'm just going to use Thinkorswim. PAVM. Yeah, I'm just going to look up PAVM here. Alright, so PAVM, you can see it's this top chart here. They announced the Porto I osseous infusion system was able to achieve a maintenance-free implant duration of over 60 days in preclinical animal testing. So good results for PAVM. It is a groundbreaking implantable intraosseous vascular access device, achieving unprecedented maintenance-free implant duration of over 60 days in preclinical testing. I mean, that's good data, just positive results for PAVM. We'll see where that one goes. I exited out of it. I wish I didn't. There we go. And then we also have, what's another gapper here? We have AWSM. AWSM looks okay. It started to move a little bit in pre-market. Not the most volume, but we can look up AWSM as well for these penny stock moves. This top chart here. Not really seeing too much news for this one so far. Yeah, no news for AWSM. Probably doesn't have enough volume, really. We have VTGN as well. VTGN. I remember VTGN. Not much volume. I'll skip that one. CARA. CARA gapping up some. A lot of these I'm not seeing too much news for any, you know. Yeah, I don't see any for CARA. Let me know what's going on if you know what's happening with CARA. Let me know. I don't see too much. Looks like earnings, but I don't really see. Oh, there it is. It's fourth quarter results. Came out yesterday and after hours. That's what happened. What's up, Mitch? What's up, bro?
What's up, man? Good morning.
What's up, bro? Good morning, man. Oh,
Good morning, everybody out there.
we got Mitch here, guys. Mitch here. Yeah, man. It's daylight savings time. It's when I wake up in the morning. It's still dark.
Yup, same thing here, man. I got a blizzard today.
Nice.
6 to 8 inches.
Blizzard, huh, man? So no work?
At least I'm off.
Mm.
I'm off. I got lucky.
Yeah.
I had my off day on the blizzard day.
Right. Anyone ever had a civil levy placed on a trading account? Russ asks. I haven't. What's a civil levy? Like a debt thing? Like something if you have too much debt, they'll put a restriction and take your trading account? That's what it sounds like. I don't know.
Pay those bills, man.
Right. I'm just using context. John and Mitch, good morning. Do you think the college cheating scandal will affect HTGZ? What do you mean HTGZ? Is that a stock or is it just HTZ?
I don't even know the college cheating
Yeah, I
scandal.
don't either. What's going on, bro?
Fill us in, Jason. What's
Yeah,
up,
man.
man?
Here, I'm gonna look it up now. College cheating scandal. Now I'm curious, bro. I gotta know. Even without trading, I'm curious. I actually just watched. Anybody ever seen that old '90s, like early 2000s movie called Slackers? Funny movie. I just watched it yesterday. Um, it's about cheating. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. So, wealthy parents, actresses, coaches among those charged in massive college cheating admission scandal. Oh, I did hear about this, where they paid USC $500,000 for their kid to get into USC. If that's not the worst investment I've ever heard, I don't know what to tell them, man. They pay $500,000 to get in USC. It's not even like an Ivy League college. It's USC, man. No offense to California. I'm just saying. You know, they paid $500,000 for their kid to get in USC. Like, come on.
I mean, they did the same thing for LSU.
Hey, nobody said Will Wade. Nobody said Will Wade in
oh,
here. Nobody mentioned Will Wade in here, Mitch. Come on now.
oh,
You know?
oh, man, threw that bomb.
Right.
LSU.
But that was for a sports team. This was just for admission into college. Like this was just
I've seen that. I can't say that I've never heard of that. I mean, there's so many colleges that get these donations.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, come on. I mean, no one just gives away $1 million.
Right.
There's always going to be some kind of agenda with that $1 million.
Yeah, man. I mean,
They also lied about grades. I'm sure they got like fake grades. You know,
right.
they got that 4.0 grade point average yet. You know,
Yeah.
they probably can't even never made it one day to class.
Yeah. I mean, I like USC too. Like, don't get me wrong, but I mean, they're paying $500,000 to get into like just a regular school. Like with LSU, at least it was a sports related payment, and like I kind of understand that for recruiting purposes. I'm not advocating for it. I think it's wrong for them to do at LSU, and Will Wade is still currently suspended, but. You know, that is sports related, and then that's ultimately understandable. You know, like, but paying just $500,000 just for your kid to get in, you know, USC, it not being sports related, that's a little crazy. Like somebody said, just give them the $500,000. You know, just give them the $500,000. They'll be in a better position than before by getting a degree with USC. You know, I'm not saying USC is a bad college; it's a good college. I would go there if I could. You know, but it just seems a little too much, a little unnecessary, you know? You know what I mean? Like, if your kid can't get into USC and you got to pay them $500,000 to get into USC, I mean, something else is wrong there.
It might just show you that, I guess, who you know, they feel matters, and where you graduated feel matters than the actual money itself.
Right. Let's see. So let me. Oh, 100%. Who you know matters more than what you know.
And usually the top students in USC are going to be some pretty smart individuals.
Oh,
It's still a tough school to get into.
yeah. I mean, listen. Oh no, USC's a great school. That's what I said. I would have gone there if I could.
It's tough to get in there. Even if you have great grades in California, you could be rejected.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just UCLA is also another one right there.
So this is what happened. So it was USC, right? I think I'm trying to make sure I remember it correctly. All right, so here's what happened. It says the scheme had two major pieces. The first part, they allegedly paid a college prep organization to take the entrance test on their behalf or to correct their answers. Number two, they allegedly bribed college coaches to admit the students into college as recruited athletes, regardless of their abilities. So that's actually that's an understandable way to do it, but man, that's crazy. Federal court documents say that they created fake athletic profiles for them and made them appear to be successful athletes when they were not. Good thing they didn't throw them in the game, man. That would be hilarious. They accidentally threw them in the game, you know, if they had to actually play. Man.
Throw the average Joe
Right.
into a football game, watch me.
Right, man. I'd pay to watch that, man. That'd be hilarious. Um,
So over here watching a lovely BPTH. It looks beautiful on a 60-minute chart. You guys will look at BPTH on a 60-minute chart, hourly chart. It's going to describe it the best way. You're going to be able to see the resistance and the clearly drawn support. And also you can draw a trend line from March 7th down through today, and you can draw it all the way down and see that if we do get above 40 today, we should get a nice momentum breakout underneath 30s, and we can start getting into the kind of bearish mode. And below the support, which is 26.55 here.
Hey, two-way back here, man. Appreciate it. Two-way dropping the news on us. All right, so U.S. stock futures were higher even as Boeing BA shares tracked for an 8th down session in a row, in the third since Sunday's deadly 737 MAX 8 crash. Oh, there's a crash for Boeing. Man, see, I'm out of the loop with this. Boeing's up, though. I mean, look at Boeing up. Boeing's up in pre-market. Look at that. Sorry, Mitch. Which one were you looking at, bro?
BPTH.
Oh yeah, BPTH. I looked at this one this morning. It's staying right around. It came right back down to the 30s. The price target on it though was at the $27 level, right around $27.
Pretty much by the support.
Yeah.
So on the hourly chart, it just describes it a lot better. You know, one of the key things is understanding where the trend is, and when you look at it on an hourly chart, you'll be able to see that this stock has just been going up and down through the range now from 43 to 26. And we're going to see what happens to it today. If it's going to go ahead and break down or it's going to break out above 40.
We also have BIOC, two-way drop in the news. Biocept expands its pathology partnership offering for liquid biopsy with the additional several key services. BIOC gapping up from 118 to 120, small gap. MYND, let's just go over the news real quick. MYND not moving too much in pre-market. They joined Magellan Healthcare Provider Network to offer telebehavioral health services. We already went over PAVM. That is a announced breakthrough, basically positive data for PAVM. If you look here, PAVM gapping up some, looks interesting. Rite Aid, RAD. They fired CEO John Stanley in a management purge for Rite Aid.
The purge.
John Stanley. Who else was he the CEO of? He's a famous CEO. Right.
The purge is here, man.
Yeah. Maybe I'll look it up in a little bit. TOPS, or TEUM, Patrium, announces fourth quarter and full year 18 results. Positive results, it looks like, for TEUM, gapping up nicely from 390s to 450s. We got TOPS shipping stock moving a little bit here. They announced delivery and charter employment of MT Echo Marina Del Rey. We have WORX here, gapping up some from 695 to 750. They were awarded a $1,625,000 contract with major healthcare institution. And yeah, I think that's about it. Appreciate it, two-way. Thanks, brother. Yeah, a few people say my mic isn't working as well today, man. Let me I mean, I might just be used to being farther away from my mic here.
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. What's up, Felix? There we go. Let me know if that's better. I mean, I'll just try to stay a little bit closer to it. Yeah, we got DTEA popping up on the scanners. DTEA here. Yeah, DTEA starting to run. It's up to 160, gapping up from 130s. What's up, Jeff? Good morning, man. I mean, I have one, Shiz. I have a Bluetooth headset, man. But the mic is not. The mic isn't as high of quality. It might be time for me to buy a new mic, honestly. I like my mic. I think it's super. I think it's very. It works well, but I would like one that's just on a headset that's decent enough to hold on a headset. Maybe I just need to have a.
That's the hard part.
Yeah. Finding a good mic that'll be able to actually stay on your headset.
Yeah.
What's up, Mark? Yeah, VTGN had some news, I think, right? Didn't gap up too much. I'll have to look this one up, too. Alright, so the reason that I brought that up in that stock is because the CEO of that company is one of the guilty people that did this for his kid. That company is built on trust. Which company, Jason? HTGC is the stock. Oh yeah, Hercules Capital. Oh, this is a fund, huh? Technology Growth Capital. It's a fund here. I mean, it took a dive yesterday. Yeah, ACB is one that I'm looking up as well. ACB kind of dragging the rest of the cannabis stocks up today. Cannabis ones are up some. Looks good, a lot of volume. Definitely gonna watch it. See what we get with some of these.
Nice little fade on that HT yesterday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a decent one too.
Too bad it's probably not tradable.
I mean, it might be. It's up there at the 1330s. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I mean it's over $10. Usually those are tradable.
Keep an eye on it.
Right.
Like it.
Yeah, I mean it's moving. Let's get this rolling here. Yeah, Tefs has an update. I still haven't updated it yet. Did you do the new update for it, Mitch?
I did it on my computer. I didn't do it on my laptop. Like yesterday, it was asking me.
Yeah, we got another few days. I'm just gonna wait for that.
You got 2 days.
Yeah. We got CARA tradable too. CARA. I'll be watching CARA, BPTH, ACB, Cannabis Plays, AMD, ACB, Momo. So we got a few options.
I've never traded Momo. I've usually not liked the chart, but it has sometimes good moves. This is really not my kind of trader. Another one that I'd like to trade that I don't sometimes is AMAT. AMAT. That's also with MU and AMD. That one trades well sometimes.
Right.
Like the fade yesterday in the early part of the day, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that first one.
Yep.
I'm looking at Momo. Let's see. What was the other one? Momo and something else was moving yesterday. Like, it might have been CARA. I think it was CARA.
Whew. The fade yesterday look at this stock, PDD.
Somebody mentioned this one this morning. Oh, sorry.
It just faded this morning in pre-market. Look at that fade.
Yeah, man, right here.
More like a reject, but man.
Yeah. That one did look good. And that's one I'll definitely watch too. I'm pretty sure this one's tradable as well. So,
It's getting a bit hard.
some of the higher cap stocks moving a little bit more today. So I'll be watching them. see if we can attack it here. Wednesdays have usually been pretty good the last few months for me, so we'll see if we can get something good today. Now that my green streak is over, I actually feel a little bit more comfortable scaling up. You know, it's kind of like during a green streak, whenever you're doing well, I didn't really want to scale up because I was worried about hurting my green streak. And if I would have tried to scale up during my green streak, people would have said, you had a bunch of good trades and then one big bad trade. You know, you're a terrible trader. So I'm just waiting. And now I'm going to scale up a little bit. I'll try to go with 500 shares today. We'll see how that goes. 500 shares with some of these. Anyone on here a Giant or Browns fan? No, man, I'm a Saints fan. Go Saints.
Oh, the big news, the big news. Oh, Beckham to the Browns.
What?
Beckham to the Browns.
I mean, Beckham's a beast.
Yeah, the Giants suck. Sorry, James.
Oh, they absolutely do, man. They just do.
They're just idiots.
They're just terrible.
They're just giving up talent.
Mitch and I ragging on the Giants, man. We agree on something in sports for once, man. They're just terrible. They've been terrible since Eli.
Just big bad decisions.
You know, or no, since since Eli. They've been terrible since Eli, man.
Bad decisions.
Yeah.
Bad decisions after bad decisions.
Yep. Yeah, but I'm from Baton Rouge, and so, you know, I'm in Texas because I don't know why I'm in Texas, really. We moved here 10 years ago. But I'm still a Saints fan, LSU fan, you know.
I mean, the Giants is one of those teams that you actually think that if you owned it, you'd probably make better decisions.
Right, exactly. Like, I feel like I could manage that better. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but I feel like that, you know.
I'd be keeping my boy. You have a top wide receiver, a top running back. All you need to do is get a quarterback. That's it. That's all you need.
Right.
The guy can run with a garbage offensive line. So.
Right. Don't let any of this distract you.
Is another level.
Don't let any of this distract you from the fact that the Saints were robbed this year. They were robbed.
They just had to run into the Rams.
Yeah, well, Rams had to run into the Patriots and get owned, man. Where's Isaac at, man? That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm not on the Rams, so I can't say anything about it.
You're just anti-Saints. I get it. You're anti-Saints. I get it.
Nah, they should have put me in the game, though. I would have hit Brady.
Mitch is mad because his UCF team lost to LSU.
Yeah.
That's who Mitch is still mad. UCF lost to LSU. Let's make that clear. He's mad. He's been making excuses for the last 4 months. You know, it's just kind of how it is.
You must be like a Houston Astros fan.
Me? Oh, I mean, I'm kind of am. You know. Yeah, exactly. Siesta. Thank you. They ran into the refs, not the Rams. That's right.
Oh, I forgot.
All right. But yeah, watching PDD, going to keep an eye on BPTH. Like I said, I think a month from now, BPTH is going to be low. AMD is gapping up some. I watch AMD. Going to watch the rest of the cannabis plays like CGC.
Mm-hmm. ACB has like a nice pre-market chart.
Yeah, for sure. ACB, the news on this one was, man, what was the news on this one? Two-way, yeah. Shout out to Two-way, man. Two-way's been posting the news here every morning.
Beautiful chart.
Appreciate it, brother.
ACB.
Yeah, man.
You see the first breakout from Wednesday. You'll see 7 a.m. breakout. It's holding that support, and then it broke out to 9. Then it's coming back down, holding that support, bouncing up, holding that support again at 65 again, now up there to 877s. I'd like to see this one get some good volume in the 80s, see if it's going to get to the 9s today.
Yeah, for sure. It's dragging the rest of the cannabis stocks up as well. With ACB, same day Nelson Peltz is appointed as strategic advisor. So yeah, new strategic advisor. He also gets options to buy 19.96 million shares at $10.34 over a 4 year period. Um,
It's, yeah, I have a friend that has a good amount of ACB right now. Has ACB CTST.
I mean, I've always said like I think like naturally you'll watch me short cannabis stocks on a daily basis. Like a lot of times I'm shorting cannabis stocks with fades and stuff like that. But long term, I think if you're gonna invest in cannabis stocks, I think you kind of have to do it long term. And sure some might kind of fall off, but I think that if you're gonna invest, it needs to be a long term thing because I think the legalization is inevitable. It's just how long is that going to take? It could take years, But like I said, because of that, I think it's a long term investment. Like not a. It depends on what you classify as long term, but I think you're gonna have to hold it for a few years in order to really get some good gains from it.
Yeah, I think it's one of those portfolio getters. You got to be smart. Get a couple of them. One of them should go big.
Right, exactly. And some of them might fall off, and that's fine. Set a reasonable stop loss,
Hmm.
and let one roll, and just let one build up the portfolio. Look for the alpha one. Look for the long term.
Yep.
Best chance
That's right.
success.
That's what you got to do.
Right.
Maybe find some that are even on the OTC market that you think are going to be moving into the main markets.
Yeah, like Eric always said too, hemp plays are interesting as well because the farm bill legalized hemp all across the country, and so CBD is essentially legal now, and so CBD companies, I'm sure, those are if you want a shorter term investment. I mean, CBD is legal now, and so I'm sure there's some good plays. I know Eric made some money with those too. I think it was Eric, right?
Yeah, Eric killed it with those.
Yeah, man.
He still has some.
Yeah. Jason says, I think I'm finally ready to drop the ACB bags today. That I think. I'm actually ready to drop the ACB bags today, I think he says. Wrote it for as long as PYX to finally come back to what I paid, and today I'm actually green on it after 5 months. Hey, brother. Nice work, man.
Sometimes you got to hold them,
Right.
and sometimes
I
you got to
knew it was
hold
coming, man.
them.
I knew it was coming. But yeah, man. I mean, I think, like I said, I think that some of these, it depends on what your goal is for, Jason. I think that, I don't know about ACB, but I think stuff like Cron and CGC may be good long term holds. But who knows? It's all speculation. I could be wrong. They could tank and go out of business tomorrow. All right, guys. We got about 6 minutes left until the open. Let's do this. In about a minute, I'm going to get the intraday scans ready, and we'll get going here. Yeah, man. I mean, ACB's up. Good news. Will it hold? We'll see. But yeah, gonna watch PDD, AMD, cannabis plays are really what look the most interesting to me. Jason says my goal was to day trade it, but he lost so quickly he learned the hard way. He just held on to it. Momo gapping up a little bit here. Looks like about 50 cents, 47 cents or so. What's our BPTH equivalent going to be today? I don't know, man. I'm not seeing too much in the penny stock world. Seeing a few like PAVM looks interesting, but in the penny stock world, I'm not seeing too much really look good right now. All right, I'm gonna get the intraday scans up here, guys. Let's get the intraday scans rolling here. There we go. right. Let's do this. All right, so AMD, ACB, PDD. Those are on my watch this morning. Go look at AMD for the moving average crossover play.
Right.
See, we got PDD, we got Momo. So yeah, guys, I'm going to take 500 shares today, depending on the price of the stock. If it's a little bit more expensive of a stock, of course, I can move down to a few hundred. But my goal here is to let it work and get my full profit target from it. So my gains can be a little bit bigger. And yeah, we'll see how that goes here, depending on the stock. And I'll be watching ACB for sure. Probably my main watch for ACB. And then I'm going to keep an eye on the rest of the cannabis plays as well. Like Cron, CGC, stuff like that.
It's been going well for me also. So.
Nice, man.
Getting up there, I've been trading with about 800, even 1,000 shares. So
nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, you scaled up nicely. SPY is up too. SPY's up today, up to 280s.
Yeah, hard rejection on ACB. You're gonna see if that 65 support gets broken.
Right, that's exactly what I mentioned earlier. That's the level I said I was watching, 65. That previous high.
Mm-hmm. You can draw it straight across. Beautiful chart.
So you're doing class tonight, right, Mitch?
Yeah.
You doing psychology?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, man.
We need a nice psychology class.
Yeah, man. I know a lot of people like the psych one.
I think, we were going over a lot of books in the Discord. I might pick a new book.
Right.
I know Mark Douglas is one of our favorite, but there's so many out there.
For sure.
We might start a new book today.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Yeah, I have another one. I have a technical analysis book.
Cool.
Combine some psychology.
All right, guys. Well, market opens up in 2 minutes. Let's do it. So yeah, the green streak was broken yesterday, like I said. So I'm just gonna try to move up a little bit in sizing here. I don't mind taking 500 shares. If I lose 50, 60 bucks, that's fine. If I can make $120 gain, that's what I'm ultimately looking for. Maybe not necessarily that. Maybe we'll see. Depends on the range of the stock. Alright, so AMD had a little bit of a cross here already, blue over white, so I'm thinking that we're going to get a drop at the open for AMD, but who knows, I could be wrong. It could just be a fake out, but a lot of times is what we see. You get the blue over white cross, and so yeah, maybe going to look for a drop at the open. Maybe it's too early. I'm not going to take this cross. I'm going to wait for another one, but Cron dropping down some, filling some of the gaps at Cron. And look, there's the drop on AMD. Weird how accurate that is. Look how accurate that is. Just gonna call that out. There's the drop. Yeah, we're getting a drop on Cron. Quick drop in pre-market. All right, guys, we got about 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. Let's do it. All right, guys, we got 10 seconds. Here's the bell. All right. There we go. All right, ACB dropping us down to 860s. Like I said, we'll look to see if ACB holds at that 865 level. Watching Cron bouncing back a little bit. Watching AMD, it had that original cross at the open. We'll see if we get a drop from that or if this little drop was all we got from it.
There goes ACB through the 60.
Yep, just out of 58. It's going to be watching this one for a fade. The VWAP needs to drop a decent amount, though. You can see how high up the VWAP is for ACB. That's the only problem I'm seeing with it, is that the VWAP's just a little bit too high for that one. Cara, C-A-R-A, dropping big, 18 down to 1850s at the open, 1850s for C-A-R-A. There's ACB rebounding here. It's up to 875s. We got Momo. Look at Momo, guys. Momo is showing some Momo here. Look, big spike up here. Let me just pull over here real quick. And look at Momo. Look at this. Big spike up here. Spiked up from 37 all the way to 37.60.
Huge spike in ACB.
Yeah, man. Momo and ACB both look good. Both spiking up. We're getting a lot of upward volume with stocks today. AMD, same thing. What else do we get? We get ACB pulling back a little bit. It's at 880s. Overall market is about sideways right now, but look at Momo, M-O-M-O, guys. Momo's really spiking up. It's up about 70 cents on the day in the first minute and a half, 70-cent move for Momo. So a huge move, big push, a lot of volume for M-O-M-O. CGC's dropping some. I'll watch that one for a fade too if the VWAP can drop a little bit with it.
I like ACB there. I wanted
the VWAP bounce.
About to long it there off the bounce, 78, 77.
Yep.
Off of 70.
Yep, I like it too.
I really did like it. I didn't take it, but I liked it.
Yeah, it looked good.
Tempting.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're there in play. I don't. It's one weird thing about myself. It's like for some reason I just like I know bounces work. I back tested them. I've traded them. I know how to trade them. I just don't take them that often. For some reason, AMD spiking up. Maybe I was that first cross didn't work, but here's the second cross. We got white over blue.
Maybe 60s for MBEV, but
all right, we got white over blue. Got in on the cross. It just seems like a little bit of a chase here for this paper trade on AMD, but it's just a paper trade. I'll take it just to test the strategy and let it work. But yeah, seems a little bit like a chase here, but I'll let it go. CGC back up to the VWAP. I mean, and ACB's back down there.
I'm looking also at potential of APHA.
Look at BPTH. That thing's dropping some too. CARA is what I'm looking at now. A little bit bigger range, but it's moving some.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like that bounce on ACV was good, man. There it goes. We'll see if it follows through fully, though, but it didn't look terrible.
All right, I'm short here. APHA 68 off 71.
All right, I took 200 shares off. I'll take another 100 off there. All right, I'm still holding 200 shares. I've already gotten out of AMD, man. The cross would have worked again. Yeah, man.
All right. Looking to cover some APHA if it gets underneath 60s.
Looks good. AMD be getting a big spike here up to 90s. I'm going to sell another partial. And let this last 100 shares work. It broke over that resistance.
Yeah, that bounce looks interesting right there.
On ACB.
Mm-hmm.
I still got 100 shares left on AMD. I'm already up $60 or so. BPTH kind of looked like a fade, a possible fade. I'm just going to wait a little bit here. We'll see what we can get.
All right, got to be careful here with APHA.
What's your risk?
71s.
Okay, that's reasonable.
70s.
Just be
Let me
careful
see.
if it does break, because
Yep.
you know.
I'm out.
Okay.
I'll take a $24 loss.
Yeah, tiny.
I was up $36 at one point. To the break, it would have been an $80 win.
Yeah,
So
it happens, brother. Small
minus
loss.
$20
Right.
for an $80 win.
Yesterday you made 100 and something, so small loss relative to what you're
Yeah,
making.
especially with 800 shares.
Right.
Only risk 3 cents. Oh, HTGC. Woo.
Oh, what it do?
What's up?
Oh, it's down, man.
Come back to me, baby.
Yeah, man. If you can get up to 12.18 with a risk of 12.20, yeah, risk of 12.23.
That first bounce was nice.
Right, and now we can. The reason I like it though is because now we can use that first fade as a risk. We could use that 12.23 high from that first fade if it pulls back.
Man, this is a nice one.
But yeah, there goes ACB with the bounce.
Jason with the call out. Nice stock, Jason.
Yeah.
Ooh, MU down.
It's breaking down before we can really get to it, I think.
Might get a bounce here. Be 211, 212s. Risk maybe 220. Can go maybe 215. Watching MU.
Watching AMD, see if AMD can break.
Looks weak.
Yeah, if AMD gets under this 85 level, I gotta just jump out of it per my risk. 86. It's trying.
Yeah. AMAT with a nice good fade. Gains for the day. Let's see. CLNE, guys. I think this is a China stock. Clean energy.
Look at ACB.
That's moving pretty well today.
ACB had a beautiful bounce, man. You and I saw it. It followed through perfectly, man. I gotta start taking bounces, honestly.
Yeah. Look at this CLNE, guys. I think that one's moving up for today, guys. Long traders can watch that one.
Yeah, if you guys heard me, I gave my risk level in this trade of 85 right here where that previous low was. So, nice little pushback here. Trying to break that high on AMD. It's struggling a little bit, though. Trying to break this high, but makes me a little bit safer at this point. We got about a 8-9 cent risk if HTGC can get up to 12.14 or so. Set a reward level at 11.93. So,
Cron faded
20
at
something.
least the first reward.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I pulled back Cron, man. What did it?
It faded for the first reward. It would have got you the first 20 cents.
Yep. Still a little bit of time. I'm just waiting to see some pullbacks here. CARA looked alright. It just never quite got up there. Alright, AMD pulling back here. Let's see if we get a triple bottom. Like I said, I'm sticking to that 23.85 risk on AMD for this paper trade. I'm honestly ready to get out of it, though, because I want to focus on my live account. ACB so thick right now. Yeah, man. ACB running nicely, guys. I mean, that's one of my main watches. Like I said, HTGC. I may take a fade on that one if it pulls back too.
Is it gonna get up enough?
No, buddy, I'm not done right now, okay? You gotta wait. There goes AMD spike. There's the break over 23s. Let's see if we can get that $24 break. That's the next step. Like I said, I'm letting this last little 100 shares work. Cron spiking up big here. Probably getting dragged up from sympathy for ACB. But Cron spiking up. What did CGC end up doing? CGC spiking up now as well.
Not gonna lie, I was a little tempted by this BPTH, but it's not clean
Was it a
enough.
fade? Yeah.
There's a nice squeeze on Kron.
Yep. That's what I said.
Big breakout.
Yep. ACB's dragging the rest up. I'm in AMD right now. I'm not seeing any fades so far. I'm still kind of looking at HTGC if we can get up to 12.13. Yeah, there's the nice little break on AMD here over 25s. I got out there for a $72 gain on AMD. I'll take it. Wanted to sell into strength here, and that's ultimately what I did. So yeah, this is like what, the third day in a row this trade has worked. Third day, I think, fourth day in a row. The moving average crossover play has worked. All right, now I'm gonna start focusing on fades. Like I said, HTGC, if you can get up there, man. CARA looks really interesting as well, although it does kind of look strong here for CARA. But it's up there right around the VWAP now. HTGC never really got there.
Oh, I like this one. This one gave a beautiful fade at first.
Which one?
I missed this one. Car.
Yeah, CARA. It looked all right. Momo as well. Like, Momo might be a little rejection here. HTGC pulling back to the VWAP, although my risk is going to have to be a little bit different in this one now. We got it'd be about a 13-cent risk, and then from 12, we'll just say 12.10 down to 94. Yeah, it's just not as good risk reward at this point. I mean, it's not terrible from 94 up to 14, and so it's 20-cent reward, but like 13-cent risk, and so reward's a little bit bigger, but not by much. It's just not the best reward to risk ratio. And I'm just gonna wait unless I can use this 12.20 level as my risk. I don't hate that. Yeah, I could probably do that if it gets up to 12.12. Take a small trade on it. Let me see. I don't know. Kira's right up there. No. Marley is upset, bro.
Yeah, he wants to go outside. Hey, you're not supposed to be on the couch.
AMD's still spiking up here. Alright, HTGC is up here. Now it's just about whether I actually want to take this now. I could use a 10-cent risk from 12.20 down to 12.11 where it's at now. So 10 cents for HTGC. Volume's a little bit low. That's the only thing that I'm a little concerned with. With the scandal out, I think it may have some momentum down, and it doesn't look terrible considering yesterday, but most of the stuff I'm looking is moving up right now.
All right, thinking about shorting here.
Well, which one?
Car up maybe.
I mean, you can use that $19 level as your risk. You just gotta take it a little bit smaller in sizing since it's a bigger range. I'm thinking about HTGC here with the short, but I waited a little bit, got a worse entry. I mean, it's not terrible. The only problem is, yeah, there's the drop. The only problem is the volume for HTGC. That's the only thing that's stopping me. Relatively happy with my AMD exit. I got out at 2407 or 2408. Its highs were at 2415, so got out pretty decent there. Yeah, maybe I got out a little bit early for HTGC. Or maybe I just waited a little bit too long for HTGC there. MOMO. ACB pulling back a little bit now. All right, HTGC is at 1209 now. I'll show you guys this one. This is what I'm looking at now. You can see it's at 1209. And looks interesting. I could use a risk of this 1219 level, about 10 cents. Reward level down at 1194. What is that? So 9-cent risk. 15-cent reward, not the greatest. Hey, buddy, you gotta calm down, bud. I'll play Sonic with you in a second, okay? No, I'm not, Henlo. I'm in Texas, man. I got kids. It's a CBD vape. Not that I have anything morally against it. I'm just in Texas with kids. Mitch is in Colorado, though. And so. All right, we got HTGC. Now it's up to 1213 now. Now a little bit better risk reward. But it kind of looks strong here. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's looking interesting.
I mean, it's a tighter risk reward level. We could use 20. We could use 19 or 1219 as our risk, giving us a 7-cent risk and then a reward target down at 94. So almost a 20-cent reward. So I don't hate it.
Looking around.
Yeah.
I can see.
Volume's just a little bit low.
ACB down to 890s.
AMD's maybe bouncing off of the 9, or no, what is this, the 12? Yeah, ACB or AMD maybe bouncing off the 12 now. Yeah, there goes HTGC. I was really thinking about it, but it looked a little bit too strong. Cron maybe for a pullback here. Maybe if you want bounce pullback, it's at 22 now. You could use 91 as your risk for 9 cents. So from 22 to 91 as your risk, and then from 22 up to 22.30s as your reward. So not bad risk reward there for a bounce play for Cron. That's the next one I'm looking at here. Maybe a little bit too late. Called it out. There it goes. Just a little bit of a bounce. Called it out. Missed it. Just was a little bit slow. ACB doing the same thing though. Cron just a little spready, but I don't hate it. I like the risk for Cron. I think it may be up a little bit too much off of sympathy though, but I like the risk. Ugh. I was starting to consider it if it pulled back to 22. Well, looks like I missed it. It's alright, I'll move on. But man, I was looking at 22, risk of 91 for Cron for a VWAP bounce here. Looked good. Starting to get a push up a little bit too quick though. Just wasn't able to catch it. Momo had a nice little rejection there. MO. Yeah, there's Cron. I would have been up 15 cents or so at this point.
All right, looking at NIO here for a possible long.
What did NIO do today? I forgot about NIO.
All right.
Man.
I see that big ass order. There's 21.32 there at 650. So I like this.
Yeah, look at that. It's got a big ask order. What is that? How many shares is that?
Long here. Gonna risk off for 45 here. It's a lot. That's a 200,000 order.
Yeah, I'm bummed out I didn't get Cron. Yeah, I could throw you up for a minute. While
It's a small risk here in cent size, but if the breakout comes here, I should get a good reward. Just got to hold really tightly if it does break down.
Nice, Jason. Good job, brother. Just now saw it, man. Nice work. Congrats. Spy pushing out on the upside. Spy breaking out, that might help you a little bit. Even though this is a Chinese company, a lot of times it'll still follow. Yep. See that breakout here.
We want to see that ass order just start knocking down. Get to the 500s. Get knocked through.
Somebody said,
There you go. You see how it's just getting swooped?
Yep. Momo back up to the view up. The spy's pushing up too, though. That should help.
Lots of volume there. 435,000 shares going through there.
Oh, what did PDD do today? Here. Oh, man. PDD looked good, too. I forgot about PDD. I'll watch PDD to see if it pulls back to the VWAP, though. Wait, are you in this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm in an IO.
Yeah, no, quitting, I don't know if quitting smoking has helped my trading, but I feel better. There you go. Looks good for you. Let's see if it'll spike up here.
Yeah. I'm trying to find my next resistance, 660.
Right. I mean, the big thing here is to look for that previous high at 650 to hold as support now. See if it does that and then runs up.
Exactly.
That's what we want. Right. I know I've been eating a lot more, Jason, than I did before. Once I quit. SPY spiking up here.
Lots and lots of volume building in here in NIO.
Right. Yeah, it looks good, man.
Just gonna watch now to see. We would like for this 650 to hold or 649 to hold.
ACB dropping down here. Breaking under the VWAP. I'm sure Cron's dropping down too now. But yeah, like, let's see that 650 level hold now. I think as long as that 650 level holds, you're good. You got a lot of resistance, or a lot of support there for you now. So that should help you.
MU at VWAP.
Is it? Yeah,
AMD is actually holding though. It's kind of weird. They're flopped. They're flipped.
yeah, they're both microchip stocks. Yeah, MU is at the VWAP here. Yeah, I'm looking at a Momo here actually. Let me see what Momo is here. Let me pull this up real quick. Alright, there you go. Yeah, so Momo, I mean, 37.40 entry. You could use a risk of 37.50. Reward target down at 37. I like that one. I might go with that actually on Momo here. It's just a little bit too late. If Momo can get back up to 37, 37, 38, I'll take it with a 15-cent risk or so. Reward target of about 36, 37. Don't know if it's actually going to give it to me though, unfortunately. Yeah, MU up to the VWAP up as well. What did that, what's the other one? HTGC did end up fading back down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. That 650 holding us support.
A little harmy candle here, so gotta pay attention. Even if we get a dip, our risk right now is 45. I think we might get a VWAP bounce here at worst, but I think it's still definitely holding all this volume. Trying to rip here.
Nice, Nick. Breaking 50K in your paper account. Congrats, brother. That's awesome.
There you go.
Man, Momo, I saw it right when it happened. I saw Momo, and I saw it, and I was like, man, this one looks like a good short. Good VWAP rejection there. Tight risk of about 10, 15 cents. Big reward. Just missed it.
Gotta be careful here through the 45s. So.
What's your risk in this one?
45.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. CGC rejected nicely too. AKTX going crazy. Man, there goes Momo. Oh, this one hurts. I saw it.
Oh, look at NBEV.
Man.
It just cracked down.
Yeah. Yeah, well, ACB started to wash, but yeah, man. Look at Momo with this VWAP projection. I called out Momo on the VWAP projection too. It's just, I don't know what it is today, man. I've just been a little bit late with all of these. By the time I see it, I'm just, I don't have enough time to get in. It drops too quickly. But there goes Momo. Called it out, but man, just missed it. Again, that's how it goes.
See the VWAP bounce here? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let me look up AKTX. Man, yeah. NBEV, big wash. Yeah, AKTX, nice bounce too. It's been running all day today as well. That hurts with Momo though, man. I was watching that one, spot on, beautiful rejection too. Hurts when you call it out and you miss it.
You got HTGC.
It already faded, huh?
No, I mean, it went up to 15, 14, came back down, bouncing back to the VWAP now.
My reward's only 15 cents though, so it's just about where I can set my risk. I could use that previous high, but the risk reward wouldn't be good because like if I get in, here I'm gonna pull you down for a minute. If I get in, hold on, let me straighten this out. Like yeah, if I get in at 1209 right now, I could set that. I would have to use basically that 1217 level as my risk, so my risk would be like 8 cents or so. My reward level would be down at 1194, so that's about 15 cents, and so you know, it's close to 2 to 1 actually, if my risk stays at 8. What I'm really bummed out about is if you look at Momo. I mean, Vise says, "Hey John, man, should I just scrap everything I know and use your VWAP fade tactic? Trading for me has been bad. I have more losses than wins." No, you shouldn't do that at all, man. If what you should do is back test your strategies. You know, back test them, see if they work. Because the VWAP fade doesn't always work. Sometimes the VWAP bounce works better than moving average crossover. So you just got to practice and back test the strategies that you're about to use before you actually use them. That way you'll have a good, reasonable expectation from it. But yeah, man, it's kind of how trading goes sometimes, brother.
Yep, exactly how it goes.
Look at Momo, man. I'm gonna be mad about it. I can laugh about it, but I can't lie. I'm a little frustrated from it. Not even necessarily from Momo, just because today I've just been missing them by like a few seconds. By the time I spot it, I see the entry, I see the setup. It drops a little bit too quickly for me to end up taking advantage of it. So I just missed my entry a little bit today. How it goes sometimes, though. If CGC can get back to the VWAP area, I might consider it for a fade using that 4780 level as my risk. I could have a 40-cent reward for CGC. Let me see. I don't know. Cron's starting to spike back up. I think it ultimately depends on what ACB does. I think a lot of them are following ACB today. All right, hero. We know it's you, man. Yeah, HTGC spiked up. Glad I didn't take it. I would have gotten stopped.
Hey.
Whoa.
Marley chasing Hendrix.
I thought they destroyed your computer or something.
Nah, they're just running a storm in here. All right, BPTH finally going green for the day.
Wow.
That one might just start getting a little bit of lift. Yeah, potential squeeze through the 35.
I mean, yours confirmed that risk level really nicely. So it should be a simple, easy trade now for you with 45.
Just sticking around.
The good thing, like, hopefully that VWAP will continue to squeeze up a little bit closer to your risk level so it can add some added support for your trade as well.
Watch BPTH. I feel that the short pattern that it's been all morning, it's either going to hold here and it's just going to crumble, or it's going to get that volume push through this 35. It's an interesting point right there.
Yeah, I just didn't see anything I really liked today. I've been a lot more selective lately. For something just kind of switched in my head where I'm not gonna I'm just gonna be a little bit more selective.
And be patient. Patience is always better.
Yeah, it's actually one thing I noticed. Like on winning weeks, it's almost always when I skip at least one day during the week, almost always win that week, and so I think it helps. But I would like to say yeah, today's just because I'm being really selective, but I'm actually just missing my entries by a few cents.
It happens. Well, just learn. One of the key things I always have a tendency of. One of my biggest mistakes is doing a couple misses and then overextending yourself
Right.
on that next trade.
Yeah, for sure. I've done that before too. It's like, hey, I missed this one, so I'm just gonna like force this next trade into
Yeah, I'm
existence.
just gonna jump in,
hmm
hit
Even
that
if it,
market buy.
even if it's not at my entry, I just gotta
Yeah,
force it.
I'm not missing this
Right.
one.
I'm gonna get in early now, and then it backfires on me.
Yeah, then it really backfires, and it's like, whoa, what did you just do?
Right. Exactly, Nick. Yeah, man. It's like here, like I'm only waiting for good setups. Like I'm looking for fades. If I don't see that many fades, that's okay. You can see like the one I am bummed out about missing is Momo. Because I saw it right when it was around 37.30s, right here, 37.36, 37.37. I saw it right here, and I was like, oh, that looks good. As I was measuring out my risk reward, it just dropped. It dropped about 10 cents, and so it's just missed it. Just missed it. And then look at this beautiful follow through back down. Nice little move down here. And so this is the move I missed, unfortunately, on the way down. And it happens, but I'd rather miss a trade than be in a losing trade. And so I got to be optimistic. I got to scale up in sizing, and so with that, I got to be a little bit more selective with the sizing I am using. Just got to keep sticking with it, waiting for good setups.
We'll see some volume through this 50. There you go, 15,000 shares going through there.
For which one? BPTH or NIO?
And
Yeah, man. Let's see that spike. There you go. Broke the $50. Here, I'll throw you back up. I mean, I'm not seeing anything. If anybody sees a fade, anything down, let me know. I just don't see anything right now. I don't have to trade if I don't see anything. I could throw Mitch up here. Also, guys, TradeNet is having their St. Patrick's Day sale going on right now, so you can get 20% off TradeNet packages. And so if you're interested in checking that out, I'll post that link here. Every now and then, TradeNet has a sale, and so you can get 20% off their packages now. So go check out that link I just posted. If you're interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I do, I just posted the link. It's the jump to click link. But yeah, go check it out. It's one of the ways we keep the stream free. So you want to help support the channel, you can go sign up if you're interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I are using right now. So yeah, go check it out.
still no breakout. Stuck in consolidation.
Yeah, man. Luckily, it should work. I think the range is in between 45 and 50. It's that 5 cent range, and so you should be all right. Here, I'm gonna pull you down now. Let me know if it. Let me know what happens.
I will do.
Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, look at Momo, man. Still dropping. I mean, at this point though, if it pulls back to 37.30s, I'll consider it with Momo. I like the entry a little bit better. It's up a ton from the last few days, and so I don't hate it if it pulls back now. PDD still dropping. PDD still dropping. Cannabis plays are kind of so-so. ACB did end up bouncing back over the VWAP. AKTX. Up to 355. So AKTX is breaking the high of the day here. So go check that one out.
Here comes that BPTH. Up there to that 35 mark. Gets above that 35, you should see some volume jump in.
I'm also looking at CGC. If CGC can get back up to the VWAP, I'll consider it. I could use a risk of 78, 75 maybe for that pre-market high. Doesn't look terrible.
I'm telling you, I got to get back to MBEV. That used to be my bread and butter. I haven't traded it in a while, and it usually does pretty well for fades and rejects.
Jason says, John, look at HGTC. Am I going to be bummed out? I feel like I might. HTGC.
It's not too bad.
Oh, no, wait. This one's squeezed up, right? Yeah.
It's just closing the gap.
There you go. See, this is... I trust my intuition, for this one. It looked all right, but the risk-reward wasn't there. And that actually plays a factor in what happens, because when other traders see it's not as good risk-reward, they're a little bit more hesitant to get in on the short side. And so, trust my instincts with that one. Kind of confirms the fact that I probably shouldn't have traded that one today. Look at PDD, man. PDD and MOMO dropping big here, both of them. If either of them pull back to the VWAP, I'll consider it. I guess, let me see. Risk-reward wise, I tend to like, 80. I tend to like PDD a little bit better. But if MOMO can get up to 37.30, I'll consider it. It's just already faded twice for MOMO. It's rejected and faded twice already, so it makes me trust it a little bit less. Hey, appreciate the sub. KIG, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Also, remember, guys, if it's your first time joining us, hit that subscribe button. Mitch and I day trade live on stream every weekday morning. And so if you want to watch us live, hit that sub button. We definitely appreciate it. And click the like button, too, if you have time. Nice, Bill. Nice, Bill. Good work, brother. All right, like I said, right now, these are the two trades I'm looking at. Mitch's NIO is still staying in that range.
Yep, just hanging around, man.
Right.
It's going to be the trade.
But yeah, the trade I'm looking at for MOMO is if it gets up to 37.20s here, I could use this level as my risk, 37.40, about a 15-cent risk. Big reward, too. At least down to 37, but specifically down to 36.80s is where I'm kind of looking at right here. Big reward, small risk. I could also, if I wanted to be a little bit looser with it, I could use this 37.50 level, which may be a little bit better, actually, giving myself a 25-cent risk. Probably like that one a little bit better. It's the $0.50 as well. And then, plus it'll be easier to calculate. That's a 25-cent risk, and then I could use at least, let's see. I could do 36.80 as my reward. Or I could do 75 to make it even. Yeah, 75 would work. So yeah, make that super easy for me. 2-to-1. 25-cent risk, 50-cent reward. I don't hate that one. We'll see if it gets up there, though. Like I said, also looking at PDD. All right, let's see if NIO can break this $0.50 this time and run. There's a big wall there now.
Looks good on the 5-minute. Change it to the 5-minute. Calm myself down. Big wall. Break out. Oh, and shoot.
Girl, look at that body. You want to see a funny YouTube channel? I watched this guy on YouTube. His name's Leon Lush. He's talking about a YouTube channel called Nick the Smoker. It's like this dude literally like reviews cigarettes on YouTube. It's a hilarious channel. And he's always he'll like hit the cigarette and he'll be like, look at that body. And he'll open his mouth and the smoke will come out and he'll be like, look at that body on this cigarette. That body. It's hilarious. Right. It's hilarious, man. It's funny. I'll see if I don't know if I'll post the link, but it's funny. What's up, Ed? Good morning. New here on ACB was already 50 cent up, but aimed higher now. Back to waiting. Always stick to the plan. Yes, sir, man. Don't be greedy.
Yep. You can watch also maybe ACB building flag here.
Yeah. Uh, AKTX is running huge. Maybe another parabolic mover here. It's up. It's up over
KTX.
100% since the open. Up from $2 up to 420s now, 430s.
Good swing there for BPTH. Maybe I wouldn't mind taking a short with a 25 cent risk there. 34.75s. Look at that. You see?
Yep.
That's why.
Yep.
That's exactly why, guys. That was the moment right there. I told you guys, either going to squeeze over that 35 and hold, or it's actually fulfilling the short pattern now. Look at that crash.
Doesn't look bad, man. Nice little
Right
range
there,
play.
75.
Nice little range play there.
You get it. You got it there. Good luck for you.
All right, so we got MOMO starting to spike up here. So this is where I can start to watch it, right? Like I said, entry of 37.25 here, risk up here at 37.50 or so, and reward level down at 36.75. I like that. Very using quarters to calculate risk reward quickly here. Plus, by the time it climbs all the way back up there, it might be a little bit exhausted. So watching MOMO here.
All right, we're setting up here.
Let's look at the daily. Just about what kind of risk. So my risk is 25 cents. So I'm not going to use 500 shares. I would probably use 250. If it can get up there for MOMO, and just pulled back, man, not actually get up there. I don't know if it's dropping that low. It may just be. I don't know if it's going to come back down to that previous low, Netron, but I could see it dropping since it had that huge gap up. AKTX still rolling here, man, up to 440s. Big move. Crazy move. All right, we got Momo back up to test 37 now. Like I said, 37.25 is going to be a look to where I get in with about 200 shares, maybe 250 on MOMO.
Taking a shot here.
What's up, buddy?
Up to worked my way here to a 49.5 average, and I have 2,000 shares of NIO.
Hey, buddy, listen. Once I'm finished working, I'll play Sonic with you, okay? But you gotta wait. Thank you, buddy. Wait, you said you had 2,000 shares of NIO?
Yep. Man. Just built my way. Grabbed some there at 47 and 48.
All right, I gotta throw you up here now. Oh wait, wrong screen. Where is it? Good luck, man.
Yeah, man. It's not too bad though, because the risk is really measured.
Right. I mean, you're risking what with 2,000 shares? 5 cents is what, $100?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're straight.
If we get a nice breakout here, I think the breakout's to at least 670. So it's a 20 cent. And what do we always talk about? Risk and reward, guys. The risk here is 5 cents. The reward is 20. It's a 4-to-1.
Yep. Yeah, I like it, man. Let's see it. I think it'll, especially if it gets that push, it should work out really nicely for you, brother. What's your entry?
My entries, well, the averages is now 649.
Okay, so yeah, you're good. No, yeah, Bill. TradeNet does have their. It's the Uh, St. Patty's Day sale going on right now. The only one I'm actually looking at, like I said, is MOMO. If it can climb back up to that 3720 level.
So I'm watching it on a 5 minute and a 1 minute, 1 minute above. So it's not the closest chart. 5 minute below, so I can just relax and hang out, hold to my risk. I'm telling you that MBEV, I love her. I need to use her again.
NBEV, let me. Yeah, man. Hey, if it gets back up there, let me put NBEV up here too. Because if it gets back up there, I'll consider that one. Look at CGC, man. I was looking at that one too. Unfortunately, just didn't. Wasn't able to take care of them, but. All right, let's get that breakout for you, man. Yeah, I had to pull up NIO. There's NBEV still washing.
We got through a red candle. Let's see if we can break through on this green candle. You see how the 90 MA and the VWAP are pretty much the same thing right now?
Yep.
It's another reason why I'm in this. 90 MA signifies bullish. It's still holding the 9. Every single time it goes to the 9, it recollects the volume and comes back up. So that's where I took my extra shares at, where I saw everybody else kind of absorbing the shares itself.
Yeah, man, it looks good.
It's either just going to be a breakdown or a breakout. And that's what it usually ends up being, guys. So you can't make it more than just that.
Hey, buddy, you gotta wait if you want to play. If you want me to help you with Sonic, buddy, you gotta wait until I'm finished working, okay? It won't be too much longer, but you can't keep asking me, okay, bud? Look at CGC drop. Sorry, my son is wants me to play Sonic with him.
We got 50,000 shares there to go through.
Yeah, man, Jason, he's ready to play Sonic, brother. He's ready to play.
Yo, I'm ready to play.
He wants me
I
to
need this online. I want to play.
listen. I asked him what his favorite color was yesterday after we had gotten done playing Sonic, and his actual answer was, "My favorite color is the color of Eggman's jacket." You know, that was his response. All right, Momo's starting to spike up here. I'll consider it at 37.25, and it's getting close here. And so I still have a little bit of time. I'm gonna pull you down for just a split second. I'll put you right back up here, just so I can get this thing ready.
Yep.
All right, we're at 37.12s.
Kron broke down.
All right, I'm ready for ammo. All right, there we go. 15s.
PCB breaking down.
All right, yeah, here. Almost ready. We're at 15s for MO. Getting close here. 18s. 20. All right, I'm going to take 100 here. I'll add the other 100 if it continues to get up to that 25 level for my entry. 23s. I'll look to add the other 100 up here. It's at 20. Doesn't know if I'm going to get it. Never quite got up to 25. That's why I took it a little bit early with the 100 shares. Still got a little bit of time. There we go. we're at 20s, 23s. Like I said, that $0.50 is my risk. Never quite got up to 25. The bid was farther away from it. The ask got up to 23, but I never quite got the bid up there where I wanted to.
Kron just tanking there.
No, buddy, I can't right now, okay? You're gonna have to wait, buddy. Wait, I'm almost finished, but you're gonna have to give me a little bit longer, alright, bud? Listen, I promise I'll play with you and we'll beat that level once I'm done, okay? But you gotta let me finish. Alright, we got the ask at 20 for Momo.
Like at BPTH, taking a little bit of a dump there. You got reject.
Alright, we got the 25 bid right here. And so I'm going to add another 100. And so I did get the 25 bid. My average right now is 22. Like I said, I'm taking a little bit larger size relative to the range of this stock. And it's okay if my losses are a little bit bigger than normal because I'm trying to scale up and use a little bit bigger sizing. And so we're down to 22. See if we can hold that. My average is 22. So not the average I wanted, unfortunately. But it's kind of how it goes sometimes. Alright, we get up to 30 here. Like I said, my risk in this case is $37.50. So I'm risking about $50 in this trade. Whoa, quick drop. Quick wick down. Weird movement here for MO. Big strange wick for Momo. $35. We are getting some weird movement here on Momo though once I'm in this one, so I just got to be careful. Let's see if NIO breaks here for you.
I was about to say, don't jinx it.
I'm sorry, brother. There you go, 52. There's 52 for you.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna rush. One of the key things is with this sizing, if I don't rush to profits, I've been doing so well holding.
Right.
Let's just keep sticking with the plan.
For sure. Buddy.
Sent a lot of volume behind it.
Alright. MOMO is up to the 30s. Alright, so we're down to 32s here. Gonna look to see what it does at 50.
There you go, up to 55.
There you go, that looks good for you. Let's see if we can break that high of the day here, which is at 55.
We got a nice bullish engulfing candle there with an inverse hammer. So looking strong. Now holding to 49. 49 is my risk. So essentially break even on this trade, guys.
Looks good for you, brother.
I don't mind holding too. I have my first profit target out there for 59.
Yeah, Momo's not really going my way right now. It's still a little early. Like I said, I still have about 12 cents until it hits my risk level, but I got to stick with it and see if it continues to get rejected. I really want to see it get rejected here, specifically at 37, because that's where that previous fade move was. And so we'll see if it follows that move now and comes back down, which it's starting to a little bit. Um, we'll see. I'm in with 200 shares. Like I said, I think I'm a little bit more emotional than I usually am because it's a little bit larger size relative to what I'm used to, but I just got to get used to it. You're in with 2,000 shares, so I can't be too, you know, I can't get mad about 200.
Yeah, well, I mean, mine's really small ranged.
Right,
That's the only reason I'm in here with that much.
right,
Taking a shot here.
for sure.
Have some money for the week. Willing to put some at risk right here. It's a good pattern. So
Yep,
regardless of what happens, the pattern was there.
for sure. And you keep your risk small with a big potential reward, so that's all you can really do.
Yep.
All right, so MOMO, we'll see if it drops. It's at 31 now. Obviously, we want to see a pushback underneath the VWAP. We want to see that previous level hold. But honestly, though, if it breaks 37.40, I'm not really liking it very much. But it might be bias in the trade, but I'm going to hold it to my levels regardless. I got to think of what I'm okay with having my daily max loss as, so I can kind of calculate what I'm going to set my risk with the larger sizing. And I think a reasonable daily max loss is 100 with or 50, I think is a reasonable daily max loss with 50, 60 bucks, and then a reward target of $100 is what I'll shoot for. All right, we got MOMO dropping down to 37.26. Definitely a little bit easier right now. Let's see if we get a nice move under the VWAP here and a fade back down. Don't want to see a bounce at the VWAP, which is very possible. There you go. It's back up to 54s. Let's get that breakout. Let's see it. All right, we're back down to 26s on mine as well. Let's see if you get that breakout over. There's 25s. Let's do it, man. Let's see that volume come in for yours.
Right, there's above 55.
There's 56 break. 57s.
Orders out to close at 59.
Let me pull you up here. Yeah, this is the trade Mitch is in. He's in with 2,000 shares at 49. It's up to 57, so it looks good, bro. Yeah, there's 25s on mine. Let's see if we get a bigger drop. All right, we're getting a spike back up here in a quick move here. I got to be pretty tight, I think, with this. I can let it go to the $0.50, but with it spiking up this quick, I got to be careful. Like I said, 37.40, if it breaks that, I'm not really liking it. I'll give it a little bit more time here. But with it spiking up this quickly, like I said, I just got to protect my account here. Quick volume spike, quick move up. I just think it looks bullish if it breaks that 40 level because that's where that high of that previous move was, right at 37.40, 37.40, 37.38. Sorry, bro. No promoting other streams. Sorry. Carb. Hero. Yeah, man. You just can't promote other streams in in our stream, man. If you do, you gotta ask me first, brother. All right, maybe a little bit of a double top here. For hopefully for Momo. We'll see if we get that, but it looks like a double top. We'll see if it actually breaks under the VWAP now. I don't want to see it really consolidate over. I'd like to see it really break down here. We're kind of stuck in a range at this point, and so I want to see it break down under the VWAP at this point. I don't want to see it. It would be nice to see it at least come back to 37.20, but we'll see what happens. Gonna hold it to my risk. Like I said, I'm risking about a $50 loss in this trade, $50, $60 loss, and so just gonna stick to my levels. See if we get it to break down. Mitch, your trade looks good, Mitch.
Yep, just hanging tight. You guys see why I'm using the 5 minute? I know you guys can see my chart. I don't know. Just 58s.
Yeah, it looks good, brother. No, I'm in a trade now, so we can't see your screen.
All right, no stress.
Okay.
All right, getting 58s here. Having an order out for 59, but thinking about maybe taking 57s here.
All right, we got 37 move on MOMO. Like I said, this is the level that I really got to be careful with. 37.50 is what I'm giving myself as risk, but I just got to protect myself here as well. Considering if I should sell here or let it work. It just depends, I think. I think if we get a break over 37, it's going to spike up quick enough to maybe immediately stop me out regardless. It's about to get up to 39s, it looks like. And so it's just about what I should do here. There's 39s. Like I said, we might see a quick spike up. That's going to stop me up quick regardless. Like I said, there it is. All right, we're down to 40s. We're at 37.40s. We'll see. It's getting close to my risk. Got to be careful for sure. But I think if it gets up there, it's at least going to test the $0.50. Most likely going to stop me out. Not a huge loss, though. I just got to get used to the sizing. I'm going to start trying to take, 300 to 500 shares from now on. And so it's just something I'll have to get used to. All right, there's back down to the 40s. We'll see if it holds now. I don't want to see it hold that previous high support.
Took 500 off there at 58s. It wasn't filling on 59, so I took it on 58s.
Nice job, brother.
Rest.
What are you up now on that one? With the 500, you should be up.
$42.
Okay.
But I had a loss earlier today, so still a little down. Well,
not huge, but
there's the 60s.
All right, there's 39s again. Back up to 42s. Like I said, I got to be pretty careful here. It's going to start testing this $0.50. If it breaks, I don't want to get caught in the $0.50 break. And so I just got to be a little careful. I'm risking about 55, 60 bucks per my entry with the risk I'm taking. I do not want to get in a breakout over the $0.50 here. All right, the thing I got to be worried about is that a lot of times it'll push up, test the $0.50, pull back down, and then spike up. So my hand's over the cover button. Hoping that previous move acts as some resistance, but it's pretty close to my risk. It's at the point now where my hand's over the cover button in case it does actually push up. All right, there's a drop back down. I'm a little bit safer now. I can take my hand off. All right, down to 39s. We'll see what we get.
Sold 500 more there at 64.
Nice job.
I wanted 65, but
Nice.
Just kind of stuttering there. Gonna hold the rest to at least 70.
Nice work, bro. Awesome trade, man. Big size too, brother. You did it, man. Hey, you said you took another 500 off? All right, so like I said, we got a quick move back down, but a lot of times we can get a quick spike right back up here on MOMO. And so, gonna start to watch it a little bit closer here. We'll see if we get a pullback. Obviously, looking for it to come back down and test the lows, but it's broke my entry a little bit too much at this point. Down to 38s, looks a little bit better. Still gonna wait and be patient with it, but man. All right, we'll see if we get a turn back around. We're at 37s now on the ask.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sell a little bit more here as this rips.
Nothing wrong with that, brother. Selling into strength, man. It's up to 68. What are you up now in this?
Took off 500 there at 67. Now I'm up 192 on this. I'm gonna sell the rest of it here into 70.
Yeah, it doesn't look terrible. Good job, brother. You're up 191?
Well, I'm gonna hold this last little 500. I'm gonna put a stop and let me get out of here, guys.
Nice, brother. Hey, congrats, man. Oh, hell of a trade, brother. Hell of a trade, man.
I'm gonna put a stop at 660. Let it keep going if it wants to keep ripping. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I gotta get out of there. I gotta take my girlfriend to work.
Hey,
later, guys.
Nice work, brother. Later, man. Yeah, so Mitch made a $200 on NIO. Hell of a trade, man. Good job, brother. All right, I'm still holding MOMO here. Looking for it to break down. My entry is 22, so I'm about 10 cents higher than my entry. It's getting a little late, but I'm just going to let this one work, stick to my original plan, and see if it continues to break down. That's ultimately what I'm shooting for here. It's kind of consolidating over the VWAP. I want to see a breakdown underneath it, but, we'll see what we get. Just going to stick to my risk, risking about 50, 60 bucks in this trade, 55 maybe. And gonna look for it to break down. If not, just gonna stick to my original risk, which was the $0.50. It's kind of confirmed it once, which is great. Confirmed it up here at the 37.50 level, which is my risk. And so it did confirm it. We'll see if we get a breakdown here on it. Down to 28. Did I? I don't think I said babe. I think I said later, brother. Or later, bro. Maybe I did. I don't know. If I did, sorry. Might be used to calling my wife that, but I don't think I did. I don't know. All right, we're down to 24s. This is good for us. Let's see if we get a break underneath the VWAP on MOMO. That's what we really want to see. We're down to 24s for MOMO. Let's see if we get the breakdown. I don't know. Malik said I said bro, and so I don't know who to believe here, man. I'll have to go back and watch the stream. Luckily, everything's recorded, so if I did say it, I can go laugh at myself later. All right, let's see if we get this breakdown here. This is what we're looking at for MOMO. It got down to 22s, right around my entry here. It's at 30 now. Spiking back up here. We want to see this breakdown. It confirmed the risk once, but I'm still going to stick to it. I'm going to stick to my original risk I gave myself. And, see if we can get a breakdown here. And a break under these lows. NBEV is just tanking here. Cannabis stocks dropping some. All right, we're back up to 38s. Like I said, I'm just going to stick to my original risk I gave myself of 37.50. It's already confirmed it once, and so if it breaks it, I'm just going to get out and just stick to my original risk. We'll see if it works out. Still a little early, but if it squeezes up, it's okay. I'm trying to use a little bit larger sizing than normal. I'm risking about 55, 60 bucks on this trade, and so at this point, it's starting to squeeze back up. Getting some volume come in here though. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hold it through a breakout over the $0.50, and so we'll see what we get. Got to be careful here for sure. Definitely not super confident in it now that it was all the way back down at the VWAP, but it kind of confirmed the upward trend change, and so got to be careful. We'll see what we get. Hopefully we get a breakdown, but like I said, not super confident in it anymore that it bounced off the VWAP again. So just going to let it work. You can see kind of the risk reward levels I gave myself here. It's just going to stick to them. Here we go. There's a little bit of a drop. We'll see if it follows through here for good this time or if it just bounces back. It's down to 35. But yeah, man, Mitch took 2,000 shares, so did really good, man, with that $200 gain for Mitch on NIO. Nice patient breakout that he waited for. And so that was a really good trade. Definitely happy for him with that one. Beautiful NIO breakout here. Look at that move. He got in at 49, I believe, was his average. So just a nice breakout. I appreciate the sub. Let's see. Malik, appreciate the sub, brother. Yeah, guys, like I said, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Mitch and I day trade live on stream every weekday morning, starting at 8:15 market time. 8:15 market time. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. No, this is real money on. This is real. The Tef's account is real. On my NIO trade was paper, or no, my AMD trade this morning was paper. I made when I was testing the moving average crossover, I made $72 with the moving average crossover on paper, testing it. This is real money, though. This is live money. Nice, Andrew. Nice job, brother. All right, we're getting another quick drop here. The only thing that's concerning about it, like I'm happy it's dropping, but I'm worried it's going to continue to stay in this range here. In between the $0.50 and the 30 in the VWAP at 37.25 or so, and so I want to see a break underneath that. Like I said, worried it's just going to stay in this range. Would like to see a washout and a breakdown here. Yeah, but nice job, Andrew. Congrats, brother. Nice game. And so I may set a stop loss on this one and just let it work, guys, and update you all on the process and what happens. I probably will do that. Let's see. Just set it at 37.50. Just going to stick to 37.50 as my stop. Also, guys, remember, go check out our website. You know, Mitch and I, we put a lot of content into this site. We just try to give traders a cheap option as opposed to $1,000 courses. And so go check out our website. You know, we have literal hours of content. We have 50 hours of content, so literal days of content on our site. And you can see here, if you go to our video library, we have actual days of content here. We have about 50 or more classes that are each an hour long. And all of it's only $15 per month. Plus, we hold live classes 3 times per week, which are each an hour long. And so you can go to Risk, and you can see we got tons of classes on Risk Reward as well. And so we just got a lot of classes, and it's something that we just try to give people a cheap option. We have trader psychology. We have the individual strategies we use. And like I said, even if you don't want to see that, even if you don't want to pay the $15, we have a free section as well where you can look at the strategies we use, and it kind of breaks them down as well. So go check that out. Like I said, you get all of it for only $15 per month, and so it's really cheap. I'll post the link here if anybody wants to go check it out. But yeah, it's $15 a month. We just try to give traders a cheap option as opposed to $1,000 courses. You know, we try to give people a cheap option, and we probably have more content than they do. And so you can go check it out. I'll post that link here right now. Go check it out. It's the beginner trading link. And yeah, I'm just going to let the stop loss run with this one. I'll record it and let you guys know what happens with this MOMO trade. We seem to be sitting here for a while, and so I got stuff I got to do as well. Wait, there's a nice breakdown here. Well, as I'm saying that, maybe we'll get a nice breakdown here. But yeah, before I sign off while I'm looking at this one, let me pull this up. Okay, so yeah, before I sign off while I'm looking at this, I will play our promo video for the site. As I'm saying that, you can check out my my NIO trade, or my not NIO. Where is it? My Momo trade actually broke down here, so that's good. I'm just gonna let it work though, guys. I'm gonna let it work. We'll see if it can break down and reach 37. I'll probably take some profits at 37, and you know, let the rest work. So we'll see what we get. At this point, we got a little bit of confirmation. Gonna let the rest work. It's down to 14. We'll see what we get at 37. But it's breaking out actually nicely for me. It actually has been working so far. And so, yeah, if anybody wants to check out the site, I know we posted that. Go check out this link. It's the packages link. Like I said, if anybody wants, TradeNet is having their St. Patrick's Day sale going on for the next week or so. And so they do have their St. Patrick's Day going on for the next week. And so if you're interested in using the broker that Mitch and I do, go check out the link I just posted in the chat. Cheap commissions. I'm able to get in with a few hundred shares with relatively cheap commissions. And so go check that out as well. Also, shout out to Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas is cool enough to let me stream their scans every day. Really versatile scanner, allows me to do a lot of different stuff. And so go check out Trade Ideas as well. And yeah, I'll update you guys on how this trade goes. But I had some patience, held it through the breakout, and hopefully it ends up working out for me. I'll update you guys, let you guys know. And good luck for the rest of the day, guys. I'll see you all a little bit later.